Hello and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. And right now I am taking out my modified utility ship. I strapped some drills on the front here, and we are gathering obscene quantities of resources because we need them. We need infinite stuff, as that is the name of the game. We should be pretty full now. Can double check here with our... Yes, even our drills are starting to fill up. All of our medium cargo containers. And thrust back out here into the light and head towards our home asteroid, which should be nicely coasting towards. If only my side thrusters didn't spin me as well. But in today's episode, there was a couple things that I would like to get done. Namely, we have the new hydrogen ship almost ready to get cut off from the base. It has the fuel that we salvaged. It has no source of power. We need to put some batteries and engines on it. But what I'd like to do is transfer the refining and assembling from my little base to the ship. And I guess transfer is the wrong word. It's not like I want the little base to not have the ability to do that stuff in the future. I just want to add it to the hydrogen chip here. Because if I have it with some refining and assembling, then it can serve as a mobile base for my future endeavors. Which, what I want to do is get it built up enough here that I can cut it off its moorings and take it over to the hydrogen station, the fuel station at the asteroid, and get it plugged into that. Because then it'll be able to serve as a base there, and I can essentially leave this base. As this base has been very good to me, but it is pretty much at its limit in terms of utility, unless I want to drastically increase its production capabilities. What I will do for this base is leave it here, as this will serve as essentially the ultimate fallback position. So if somewhere out in the series I get absolutely nuked by something and every one of my grids dies, no survival kits, I'll pop back right here with a functional base. So what would you have to do to get this thing going? Well, we have done a lot of work on it to get it functional to the point that it realistically right now should be able to fly. The only thing it needs is a form of electricity, which could be a battery, or we could put on a hydrogen engine just to run off the hydrogen. But we just need to put something on it. Then this thing realistically could just be sliced off and turned into a ship and fly away. Its engines are done. Sorry, the thrusters are done. The gyros are in place. So, yeah, really, this thing is like one battery away from flying out of here, which is pretty cool. So I think we want to get to that point today. And then I want to take it all the way over to the asteroid, which is somewhere out there. There's a fuel station. That direction. And I want to get it plugged in. And I think when we do that, we can take all of the resources from the base and put it into the large cargo that is on this grid, and we can take all of it with us, as well as having refining and production capabilities on this grid. We can just be over there permanently now. I've already planned in, and let me grab my spectator camera and fly on over to the asteroid, which is somewhere here. Can I spot my asteroid? Is it here? Yeah, here it is. I've already planned out a much, much larger solar array for the asteroid because it needs it to be able to run what will be a bunch of H2O2 generators. So I want to go here and I want to add a T-junction here probably and stick a line straight up and plug the ship into that. But we need to build a little bit more on that ship so that we can completely abandon our main base. So, let's get to it. Okay, so I've grabbed some basic building materials. We have to think about where we want to put stuff on here, because there's a few questions we have to ask of where we're putting it for aesthetics. We kind of want to make sure it fits and looks good. Also for noise, if I put them too far forward, the working blocks like refineries and such, we're going to have this kind of noise constantly when we're just in our ship, which is kind of annoying. So I'd like to have that refining and such take place at the back of the ship, if possible. At least so that when I'm in the cockpit, I want it to be quiet. If I can hear it when I'm standing in the air, like the main passenger area, like around here, that's okay. So I think as long as it's in this back third of the ship, we should be fine. And then we also have to worry about the balance of the ship. Now, already it's going to be slightly imbalanced because we have this big, heavy fuel tank here, and that is going to be weighting down the butt of this a bit more than the front. So, unfortunately, that's how it's going to be. If it becomes a major issue in the future, we might have to ballast this thing somehow by like putting small cargo containers full of stone or something in the front area to help balance the center of gravity of the ship. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. And then for anything like an engine, so let's see, what is that, like a, I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks away? Yeah, as long as we keep, say, engines into this like very back part of the ship, we'll be good. And then also we want to make sure that we're using as much pass-through and things as possible. So like, for example, I'm thinking that O2H2 generator, I can cut this conveyor junction out and just put an O2H2 there. I don't need to have that conveyor junction because the O2H2 will do it for me. So stuff like that we're going to be putting in. But I kind of have an idea of where I'm going to put a few things. And I believe that having a gravity generator right here is going to be wonderful. I did salvage some gravity components, but not enough. I only have, I think I have 1 less than I need, right? This thing takes 6. And if I go through here and go gravity, we have 5. So, not enough to fully build it up. Get most of the way. But eventually, we'll get that thing built, and then we can have gravity on our ship while we're traveling between the stars. I think it's also a really good spot for a basic refinery. The top bit of it is dead space anyway because we have the gravity gen there, so we just can use it as a pass-through from that conveyor out, and do the same on the other side. Then we can put an O2H2 here, and then do the same thing with an O2H2 here underneath this conveyor. And I believe that should work in terms of making enough room for here. This side needs to be designed slightly different than the left, as I need to make sure there's enough room for anybody walking up these stairs, that they're not going to hit their head on conveyorage and such. Which is why this is a tube instead of a full conveyor port thing. But I think that would work. And so, drop off our spare materials and check our production. How you doing? You're frozen for some reason. Assembler. Oh, you're out of iron again. You are. Refineries. My God. We have like 200,000 iron ore. Freaking prioritize, you bastards. Get to it. Who cares about the silicon for now? Get the iron working. There we go. That should last us for a little bit. Welders. Never do anything your own self. Let the welders do it. Oh my God, my medical room's on my bar still from when I built it up inside. Yeah, I'll grab another one so I can do one on the other side at the exact same time. Doot. Welder. Slap it down. And once we're all built up here, turn it on. And those should get built quickly. Do the exact same thing on the other side. Built and on. Yeah, baby. Hey, 2 more refineries into my system here. More and more stuff to refine. And now we can just cut these down and move them to here. It's nice having so many little gaps and conveyors in those gaps so that you can... Okay, I know I'll survive. It'll be fine. And then I can cut this off. Cut that off. And I can put in another O2H2 in this spot. And then I can turn this guy on. Easy peasy. And you know, going back here, I could do another H2O2. This kind of works. Because eventually I'm going to put a block, I'm going to put some armor block here or something like that. And then on top of that, I'm going to have it slanting out towards this one like this. I'm going to do some sort of engine bell around these here. I could totally fit another H2O2 right here. It wouldn't pipe this thing. But it would pipe through here, and this is piped directly through there. So as long as I don't get rid of that, it's fine. But then I'd have a line of 3 H2O2s on each side here. I can just go bottom. Oh wait, I gotta take care of this side. I gotta take out this welder first. So we can do H2O2, H2O2, and 8. Should hit both of them if I just do, oh god, that orientation, right? I think it'll work. Oh yeah, it's doing both of them. Excellent. Same thing for you. Boot it up. And that means I've got 2 nice spots in here for something. Not sure what, but something. I don't know. What could be a good pass-through there? I could put assemblers. Let me just go to... Instead of searching for it, let's go to production blocks and actually pick out the Survival Kit assembler part. I could do assemblers here. Downside is I would lack the ability to put a lot of upgrades around it. What I could do is I could remove said conveyor here, use an assembler as my pass-through, and then I could put a speed on either side of it. Because we don't need to worry about the conveyorage coming from this side. Yeah, that would work. I'm trying to think of what else I want there. Oh, ooh, I do need to put some engines somewhere on this thing as well. And this could be a wonderful location for them. I'd have to put a block. Ah, no, I just have to aim here. Because I could sneak in an engine like this. I don't need to worry about having the port on the top there. But if I did an engine there, and an engine here, I'm unable to place. Why? Oh, I probably just don't have a steel plate. Wait, what? Say what? Whoa! Oh, I got damaged by the welder. I'm a dumbass. Did I break my ship into multiple pieces here? I don't think so. Wonder why I can't place, The only reason I could think of is that why I can't place something here is that there's multiple grids. And they're just right beside each other, and then it won't let you place it. Or maybe I just need a mounting point. Because that's not working either. Let's check real quick. Here. Just do this, and then you just go into symmetry mode of some kind. And you look around. Oh, you see? Oh, wait. See how the bar stops there? Well, this symmetry goes along for the entire length of the ship. This is a separate grid. How did these get separate? Oh, this thing got detached. These... Yeah, when I was screwing around, these got detached. See, that one's the full grid. This one, they got detached. That's full grid. That's full grid. Okay, so it's these ones right here. Ah, interesting. Symmetry mode is very useful for that. But now I gotta... Fuck, I don't know. Just, well, I'll merge block these back together. This should work. I merge there and merge there, and then stick the welder here and turn it back on again. Actually, didn't need to break this welder down. So sometimes things like that, just popping into creative for a second just to go like, wait, what is the issue here? Is quite useful. Can I then... There we go! And now, if we pop back into creative, and we look at the blocks and we turn on the finding symmetry theft. Yeah, it's full grid now. Okay, that was our error. They detached during the process. Yeah, fixed. Okay, so now that our grid silliness is fixed, we should be able to place the engine here. Yay, we can! Wonderful. And then, I don't have it yet, but eventually, we'll put a reactor here. Like this. Yeah. So that's something on the back, right? Yep, we're good. So this will be our little power generation station back here. We'll obviously don't have the uranium for it yet, but it will be good to be able to, in the future, equip this thing with uranium and a reactor and get it going that way. And now, how do I get these things built? Will this one hit that reactor? Will it hit the engines is a really good question. Or maybe I want to do it on the bottom side. Is there a port available down here for these? Easily accessible? Not really. Let's see what this one builds up. it is doing the engines. Hell yes. And we'll get some more power while that thing builds. Alright, and the engine's kicked on, which is exactly what I need them to do. 100 reactor components. That's good. We will need those eventually. I can't make them yet. Because... silver. But soon. Eventually. And we can have these running for their noise. And we have these running for their noise. So we're going to be able to hear them only if we put our ears to the grate, essentially. Yeah, just the last 2 blocks. That's more than enough. That's great. Oh, and also you can see the nice interior of my ship here. We're going to have a nice airlock, which is going to be fully automated eventually with this event controller. We've got cargo access. A full medical bay, eventually. This area is still leaky. It's not airtight yet until this is complete. But I need more medical components. I don't have enough. We have our kitchen, our bed, our aquarium, because somebody during the live stream where I designed most of this thing said if I don't put an aquarium here, he's going to hunt me down. So I put an aquarium here. Don't hurt me. And then over here we've got our cryo and our bathroom and our shower, because when you get out of cryo, you're going to stumble out and go, oh, I'm drowsy, I got to pee, and then immediately go in here. And my character is like freaking out. Whoa! Okay. It's like freaking out between the 2 grids. Or between the 2 blocks. I'm contemplating. I should put a door on there. Maybe. Not a full sliding door because there's no room, but an offset door would fit. Yeah! Or even a hatch door if I buried it in the floor. But an offset door is probably the easiest one. Because in that way, you still have enough room to get through here. And you can close the door for a little bit of privacy while you poop. Yeah! Let's do that. Ah, wonderful. And it is just the nice little creature comforts in here. Just enough room to get to the sink. Then we just go into our cryopod to sleep, use the washroom, and then sneak out through the bathroom. Bathroom door. Close. And then we have this nice open area, which I'm thinking, okay, we're just doing a little interior design here, just because we can. We're going to have our desk. We can put a wonderful corner desk right here. Perfect. I love it. We can sit here and look at the fishies. Oh, yes! I can look at the fishies! Perfect. I do have to start painting things, as everything in drab white is probably not going to be the best way to do stuff, but I'll get around to it. But, alright, back to actually making the ship functional. All this stuff, I'm just like, whee! It looks good, but no. Okay. Functionality. Okay. This stuff is all built up for now, so we can get rid of this welder. I will just have to remember where this thing is, so I can get to its reactor components later on in life. The ship here, it yearns for batteries. Maybe that's how I balance out its weight. So for now, it doesn't essentially need a battery. It has its engines, which will keep it running. I could build the batteries on afterwards. Because what I'm thinking is, we can turn you off. We're not needing you anymore. This is dead weight. We can grab this, pull it off, salvage it. That can be done off camera. Which Actually, no. We'll pull it off right now. We'll grab the Spectre. We'll zippity-doo-dah back this way. And plant one of our landing gear onto this thing. We'll just go off one of the sides here. Because all we're going to need to do is pull it straight back. So we don't need to grab it in the center or anything. And we'll switch lock and... Okay, I'm barbecuing something back there. That's okay. Toggle that block off. What am I barbecuing? Something. Doesn't matter. All we need to do is just pull this away a few meters so that it is safe, and then we will... Actually, no, screw it. Let's take it over to the salvage area over here. And we can coast. As the hydrogen tanks and the battery on this thing have been completely drained. So this thing is irrelevant. It'll just be some components if we decide to break it down. If we decide to break it down, which is a really good question. Because we have a lot of resources that, ores that we haven't processed yet. And do we even need this salvage? We can bring it on in here and then put our dampeners on. Bring it to a stop. Wait, let it settle. And leave it there. And we probably want to have the Spectre off of that thing in the meantime while I'm contemplating unlocking it here, like taking it off the grid in a second. Oh, look at that! It's Guppy o'clock! The Guppy shadow is going across my base. Nice. And we'll just park it in its old parking spot. Perfect. Okay. So, this thing has 2 engines on it, making it go. We have tanks, we have thrust, we have gyros. Theoretically, we're good. This thing can fly. So let's cut it off and test it. And also see what kind of weight balance we have. And see if we need to place those batteries in any particular location around the ship in order for there to be a nice distribution. Oh, ooh, something I should. I'll put a connector on there. I'll put a connector on the other one as well. I wanted to transfer all the cargo over to it first, but we'll do a little field test here. That'll happen in a moment. I'm gonna make this easy on myself. This area is not complete. I'm not sure if I want the pointy end sticking in or sticking out, how I want this shaped, so it can be like that for now.
No fuel.
Oh, yes, you have fuel. You're fine. Okay. Tanks. We're done in 2 weeks. We are a ship. Thrusters. We have an incomplete one. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize. Oh. It moves. Oh, baby! It moves! That's the incomplete one. It's the one on the left side there. I could see that immediately. As soon as I started pushing downwards, I started rotating right. Okay. Good to know. We'll fix that up before we leave. But, in the meantime... Oh, I think with this... Oh! Oh my god, see that in the background? Oh, what mod is doing that? What? I need to know. Because because that's amazing, because I can click on here and I'm seeing them highlight in order. Is that like build info or build vision or something like that? Probably. I can turn that one off. And now there's no twisting issue. Because it's balanced. Okay. Thrust to the side. Super slight rotation. Almost indistinguishable. Thrust forward. Tiny amount as well. Almost indistinguishable. Thrust upwards. So flat. Oh, this thing is gonna fly like a dream. I'm so excited. Okay. Info. Show center mass. Where's your COM? Oh. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's so good. It's so close to the actual center. Yes, I balanced it correctly. Okay. So, I don't need to place all my batteries in one particular location. I should balance them out. In which case, I think I'm going to have 4 batteries in this thing. That should be enough to charge anything that attaches to it. And in the future, I'm going to somehow, somewhere, I don't know where, I'm going to attach a jump drive onto this thing. I don't know how, but I'll do that in the future. I'm thinking we're going to go... because I need this space open here for a person to walk in. So there's going to be armor here. It's going to be like an armor down like this, and then an armor flat, and then I'm running out of steel plates, so I'll go grab some more, and then full armor, and then underneath here to properly cover this stuff, there's going to be an armor there, and then it's going to be a this slope, this slope. So that way, what you'll see is a nice slope of armor. You'll come up, you'll see the tube, and there'll be enough space here that you'll be able to easily walk up without ever hitting your head. And then will be... actually, I don't even think I need a slope here. I think I just go full block. Yeah, just a full block there. So that'll be the armor on this side. So somewhere in this armor, we can mirror it on the other side and fill it with batteries. So I'm thinking, if we balance it out, we're going to have this armor block, which is over top of the door. Battery. This is the same equivalence on the other side. Battery. On this side as well. There. And it'll be here. And we can put battery. So you'll actually be able to see this battery. Just the little corner of it. In the corner of the medical bay inside. So that'll give this ship 4 batteries. And realistically, I can do the exact same layout on the bottom. And then put panels underneath them or something like that. That should have, probably. Yeah, it looks like it raised... God, I can't even tell. Yeah, this center of mass is so in the middle because of all of the weight of the ore. It was really important to get that cargo container right in the middle of the ship. That we should have no issues with having that be that way. And now we can just put welder, and just point them straight at the batteries. Now this welder is not going to do a very good job of welding these up because it has no access to components. But we're going to do a quick fix of that by turning it on. Not going to be able to do much. That's okay. We're going to add a connector to this thing. And we're going to do a quick 180. with the ship here. 16 computers. What? Okay. Drop off some materials. Grab the computers. And we turn off our center mass. Okay, good. We can just bring this thing in to dock. And then as soon as I plug in, these two welders should just spring to life. Hey! And the batteries get built. The ship's coming to life! Oh, that's going to be perfect. And we just do the exact same thing on the other side, as there is conveniently conveyor spots. It's like I planned out having a conveyor junction in between each big functional block. Makes it so that you can actually do really interesting stuff with welders and to sneak in additional components like refineries and assemblers and stuff. Speaking of assemblers. Oh, where am I going to put an assembler on this thing? I have no idea where I'm going to put an assembler on this thing. I mean, I realistically... No, I can't. I can't put it there anymore because I need the junction there to get all four sides. I can put it... Actually, I don't think I should have ground that down. I can just put it right here. Give me that assembler. I just do it like this. I'm going to coat this area with armor. 100%. And then I can put a speed on each side of it. So I can have 2 speeds on this thing. That works. I mean, I could also just do it this. And I could theoretically have 3 speeds on this thing here. Because I could do... I could have the speed that, like, a speed module up, and it could be exposed. And that might actually look kind of cool. I could just put assemblers right here. I mean, that works. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what they look like with modules on them, though. Because if I do speed off the side here... maybe not off the side. Because I kind of want armor shaping down here. Let's put them more internal. Let's put them in here. This'll be fine. Just like this. Because then their modules will just tuck in right here. Speed. Speed. Or speed. And speed. Those look great, actually. Those look amazing. And we can just put a welder. Oh, I want to put a welder here where the connector is. It's like the perfect spot to put one, too. And get it rocking. Oh, beautiful. Pair of speeds on each assembler. And I can have each assembler... I can have one in cooperative mode, one in the main assembler, or I can just have them each doing different things. And then just take this and flip it over. Build it back up again. And toggle it on. Oh, and I don't think I've addressed it this entire time. Although you might have noticed it already. I was given the comment in my Discord that I should name this thing the Pancake. So it is now the Pancake. The utility ship, the Pancake. What? Oh god, we haven't built it up. What are we missing? Missing steel plate? Oh, I had some steel plate on me. Probably my assemblers are... Oh, yeah, they are... Oh, we're hard out of iron. Okay. God damn, man. There's iron here. It's just the assemblers aren't... So the refineries aren't doing it. But now I have so many additional refineries, so I can get some iron faster. And now things are being built. Okay, we're good now. Last thing. We need to get this thruster. Which, I have the welder here, but I need its here. Because I need to access its port. So, one more welder. And... realistically, this ship is ready to fly. It's obviously not done, but minimal viable product, just like any other like early access game. This is your ship, early access form. So, we could get out of here if we wanted to. We could mount our other ships onto this thing. Yeah, so let's grab this Spectre. I'll undock it here. And what I may need to do, because I'm not sure, I don't think, when I go for my first planetary trip, I don't think the Pancake is going to come with us. I think the Pancake is going to stay in orbit. Because it is a pancake. We'll dock it right there. We'll turn off its dampeners. That way it's not fighting the ship as we're trying to fly. And I'm going to transfer all the materials now, too. So let's go to a cargo thing here. Our large cargo container... this one, because it's a different color, it's the other grid. So we're going to transfer everything we have that's on this grid to that. We're also going to have to turn off the 2 refineries that are over here, because I don't want them grabbing stuff from this grid. And then transfer everything from this cargo container, and I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space. The stone can come out, that's for frickin' sure. Solar cells I need to take. Wow, I actually don't have enough space to take all my stuff with me. Because I need to go through and process all this ore. Huh. Well. What I may need to do here... and I can't even take the stuff from the small cargo container either. What I may need to do is slightly delay the launch of this thing. And in the meantime, let these bases, let the refineries work, let this assemblers work. Because, actually it was a good thing we did sort of a reset. There's way less it actually needs to build. And work on getting all of these ores down as far as possible into ingots. And then head on over to the fuel refinery here in the next episode. But I think in the meantime, I can grab the pancake and fill it up with solar panel building materials and just work on setting up this solar panel grid and work on setting up the dock for the hydrogen ship to come and dock with this base. Because once we do that, we should just be able to sit here, charge, and be good. So, man, but I do want to go and take that over there right now and plug it in. That's okay. We've made significant progress. This ship is now functional. It is flying. It is capable. And it is fully automated here. And I'm happy with it. I am truly excited because not the next episode. Next episode will be the last little bits of cleanup from the base here. At the end of the next episode, we will be leaving the asteroid field. And we're heading to our first planet. And so I've got to decide. There's an enemy grid right there. Well, 1 second here while I'll just go throw myself into a cockpit. Zoop. Grab my spectator camera. Hello, grid. What are you doing? Are you scary? No, you're just a little guy. I don't need to worry about you. Okay. If we move out of the asteroid field here, we can see that there are 4 nearby planets. 2 planets and 2 moons. And realistically, in terms of how far they are away from the asteroid field, they're all about the same. But I'm unsure if I should go for our planets or moons first. One of these 4. It'll be my first planetary adventure. But that's going to be in the future. For now, the hydrogen ship is functional. Next episode, final preparations, fueling it up, filling it up with resources, and heading out to the next planet. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. And good hunting out there, fellow space engineers. Want another puppy picture? Oh my god. Get my... Oh, there she is. Chewing on a rawhide. Happy dog. We got a happy dog.